Last time, I promised we would look at a way to build more advanced AI agents without writing a single line of code, and today I am delivering on that promise. In this lesson, we are diving into n8n, a tool that allows you to set up smarter AI agents and streamline your entire workflow. Imagine being able to hand over all those repetitive, boring tasks to a personal assistant who never complains, never takes a break, and never burns out. That is exactly what automation with n8n offers. It acts as a control center for your everyday life, letting you move data, send reminders, and manage information just by dragging and dropping actions like digital Lego blocks. Even if you have never touched a line of code, you can follow along and set up agents that handle complex work, freeing up your time for the stuff that really needs your attention. So, what exactly makes n8n so special? Aside from the fact that it is visually intuitive, it allows you to connect different apps and tools in one place so tasks happen on their own. By automating routine tasks, like transferring data between apps or scheduling emails, you not only save massive amounts of time, but also boost productivity and significantly reduce human error. To navigate this world, you need to know a few key terms. A workflow is the sequence of tasks you are automating, like a chain of actions. These workflows are made up of nodes, which are the individual steps or building blocks that do the actual work. When a workflow runs, we call it an execution. Everything starts with a trigger, which is the event that tells n8n to get moving, and as the workflow runs, data flows from one node to the next, using connections to link your apps. Before we start building, you have a critical decision to make regarding how you run this tool: self-hosted or cloud-hosted. Let's break down the self-hosted option first. This is where you install and run n8n on your own server or computer, which is a fantastic idea if you want maximum control over your data, privacy, and workflow setup. To do this, you will need a server or machine with internet access. This could be your own computer or a cloud server like AWS or DigitalOcean. You also need basic knowledge of server setup and maintenance because you will be handling the installation, updates, and troubleshooting yourself. It also requires an understanding of privacy needs as you are the one deciding how secure your data remains. The advantages of self-hosting are significant. First, you have absolute data control. Because you are hosting on your own infrastructure, you aren't relying on third-party servers to handle your sensitive information. Second, you get deep customization. You are free to tweak settings, add custom scripts, or even modify the source code if you want to change how something works. Third, there are cost savings in the long run. After the initial setup, it can be more cost-effective, especially if you already have the hardware. Finally, for businesses with strict data privacy needs, self-hosting is often preferred because you aren't sharing data with an external provider. However, there are downsides. You are responsible for maintenance, including security patches, which takes time and technical skill. The initial setup is more complex than the cloud version, and if you don't already have a server, you'll need to invest in one, which adds to your infrastructure costs. On the flip side, if you would rather skip the technical setup, you can use the cloud-hosted version. This option lets you use n8n directly on their servers, making it ideal for beginners or anyone wanting a hassle-free experience. The biggest advantage here is the quick and easy setup. Since n8n manages the infrastructure, it is ready to go as soon as you sign up. There is absolutely no maintenance required on your part. n8n handles the updates and security, letting you focus purely on building workflows. It also offers great scalability. If your automation needs grow to more complex setups, the cloud option scales its resources to support you. Plus, because it is cloud-based, you can access your workflows from any device with internet access, which is great for remote work. Of course, cloud hosting has its own trade-offs. The main one is the subscription cost. It requires a monthly fee that can add up over time, especially if you need premium features. You also have less control over your data, since it lives on n8n servers, which might be a drawback for businesses handling highly sensitive information. Finally, there is limited customization. Unlike self-hosting, you cannot modify the source code or run highly specific configurations. So to summarize, go self-hosted if you need full data control, customization, and have technical expertise. Choose cloud-hosted if you want a quick setup, prefer paying a fee for convenience, and want to access your work from anywhere. Now, let's get into the dashboard. When you log in, you will see the workflow editor in the center. This is your canvas, where you add your first steps. On the left, you have your project sidebar to organize your workflows, and a template section, which is perfect for finding pre-made ideas. On the top right, you have your toolbar to activate, save, and share your workflows. You can also track your history in the All Executions tab to see if your workflows ran successfully or if errors occurred. When creating your first automation, the golden rule is to keep it simple. Start with a straightforward goal, like automatically saving new email attachments to Google Drive. Define your trigger, map out your steps, and verify that you have the necessary connections to your apps. To show you just how easy this is, we are going to use a pre-made template today. We will set up a workflow that streamlines data from an n8n form directly into Google Sheets, Airtable, and sends an email. Instead of building from scratch, we simply import the template to our workspace. You will see the nodes appear, showing the flow of data. All you need to do is click on the nodes, like the Airtable one, and authorize your account using your API token. n8n provides step-by-step documentation for every connection, so you are never left guessing. Once everything is connected, just hit active, and there you go. You have just built a powerful automated agent. Simple, right?